welcome to the Alone Show. I'm your host, John Malone. In this episode, don't have regulars, because reasons, as always. As for our guest, he's from Los Angeles, California. He's a professional SAG slash AFTRA TV movie actor, published author, and movie screenwriter. And he's been a veteran actor since he was a child. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Matthew Campbell.
All right. Thanks for having me, man.
You're welcome. So, how's life?
Oh, it's good. Good. Currently on this book tour with my book, Sinister City. We're going all over the country, so we're having a blast and just can enjoying life.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you about to do in the next few weeks, months or so?
See. Well, so I've got the book signing on Saturday in Burbank, so that's going to be really exciting. And a couple others during the course of the month. On the 21st, we've got another one, and I'm coming out in 2 magazines, so that's really exciting as well.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah.
What was life for you growing up?
It was, I'm from a small town in Northern California, so it was, yeah, it was pretty, I guess, normal. Nothing too crazy, but it was fun. It was a fun time. I'm the middle child, so there's always that, star for attention, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So, what inspired you to become an actor?
Well, when I was 7, I had this really bad stuttering problem, believe it or not, and my mom is friends with the theater director at this community theater in Sacramento, and she recommended I joined a theater to get rid of the stutter, and I was just 7 years old, and so I went in and I absolutely loved it, and basically, never left really. So I did all kinds of plays, and that was kind of where I kind of really fell in love with acting and stage and all of that. So
Nice, nice.
yeah.
And also, so you're also part of the SAG and AFTRA.
Yeah, SAG-AFTRA. Yeah, it's a wild time right now with all the striking that's been happening, but I know that they're going back. Still in negotiations. I think they go back tomorrow. I think it is. So we're just hopeful that we can get a good resolution, and you know, uh, with WGA, they got a good deal, which I'm also a part of. So it's a very interesting time. So we're just gonna put good vibes out that we get this handled, and we can all kind of go back to work, and people can start enjoying our movies, our TV shows, and all that kind of thing.
Fabulous, nice.
Yeah.
And as an author, how many books have you published or currently in the process of writing so far?
So this is my first book. Um, I have 5 other screenplays that I'm uh, working on producing, and before that, I had done a sketch comedy show. So that's kind of, and I think I will. I really enjoyed the writing process of a book as compared to a screenplay or a teleplay. So I think I will write more, but this is the first published work, the Sinister City book. So
All right then, that's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Where do you see yourself 20 years from now?
20 years from now, um, I see myself kind of like a Ben Affleck. If that makes sense. Like I'm writing my own stuff. I'm directing my own stuff. I'm acting. I'm just doing all kinds of fun, interesting projects because I do love both spectrums of the writing and the acting. So
Nice.
Yeah.
What music do you often listen to?
I'm kind of all over the map with music. Anything with a good beat. Obviously, from the writer's standpoint, it's good lyrics. But I've gone to uh, country. I've seen Brad Paisley in concert. I've seen Slayer. I've seen Slipknot. I've seen, you know, uh, a variety of like rock and roll, hip hop. I've seen Drake. I've seen Jay-Z. So I'm all over. I just love good music. So I guess it kind of depends on what I'm doing, what my mood is, what I'm doing that day. So
Fabulous. If you could get an exotic pet, what kind of companion would you like to have?
exotic pet. Hmm. I think. Hmm. I think I'd go with a cougar. I think
Well, that
it would be just kind of I don't know, it would have to be kind of domesticated, obviously, but I think that I don't know, I think they're really fascinating creatures, and I think that would be pretty cool.
yes, me too. If you had a song for every time you enter the room, what song would that be?
Hmm, for a song for every time I entered the room, huh? I think I'd say "Wherever I May Roam" by Metallica.
Nice.
It's classic and kind of, as an actor, you're all in all kinds of different places, so it kind of encapsulate, being an actor and performing in different places, being on tours, all that kind of thing.
All right then. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I'd have to say Los Angeles. I was here for a number of years, and then I lived in Australia for a year and a half. And I'll have to say, even though Australia is beautiful and it was a wonderful experience, I did miss LA. So I think I'd always want to be here, but always be exploring different areas.
Yes, I'd say the same. Do you like spicy food?
Love spicy food. Uh, I'm very lucky living in Los Angeles where there's lots of spicy, like Mexican, Indian places. So I have never a shortage of enjoying the spicy food for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have a craving for spicy food actually.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the spicier the better, I'd say.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you could see one movie again for the first time, what would it be?
Movie for the first time. Is this as an adult or currently right now?
At any point,
At any point?
doesn't matter. Yeah.
I think I would want to see E.T. again because my parents were really weird about me watching it when I was a little kid, and I just think it would, having knowing nothing about the movie, I think it's such a classic, like fun, like movie. I think I'd want to see that with not knowing anything about it.
Fair enough. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of dessert?
Hmm. I'd have to go with probably coconut cream pie.
Ah, okay. That's new.
That's probably not what most people would say, but I love coconut, and it's just always. It doesn't matter what time of year it is; it's always good to me.
Yeah, absolutely. What was the longest journey you've ever took?
Probably a tiebreaker between Tokyo, Japan, and Sydney, Australia. Those are both. Those are both. It's about the same distance on the plane, but I know that Australia was a bit farther. So.
Yeah, especially the massiveness of Australia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. What should they teach in high school, but they don't?
Hmm. I think they should have more to teach the kids like more like social skills. because some of these people, the kids in the high school, they don't know how to associate when they come from different backgrounds and things, and be able to teach them that anyone can be accepted, everyone's different, and celebrate being different, not antagonize someone because they have a different color skin or they're poor or they're from another country or whatever. I think if people had like an understanding of accepting, if there is a way to teach that early on, I think we'd be in a lot better place.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you rather not be able to open closed doors or not be able to close open doors?
I think that I would rather not be able to close the open door.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
Yeah,
There's loads of opportunities ahead of you.
exactly, exactly.
Yes. What's something that that you tried, but you tried to think you didn't know you would like, but you end up liking it so much?
Hmm. I'd have to say, and this may sound kind of funny, ballet. I took a
Huh.
ballet class um, just because I did, and I found it very relaxing and very fun. It was so much different than other dancing that I'd done in the past, and yeah, it was. I was shocked and it was kind of fun.
Hmm. Nice. Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
No, I think that I don't think it classifies as one. I would say it's kind of its own thing.
Yeah, especially the kind of bun that actually goes around instead of being stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, of
I'll
course,
agree
that
with
makes
that.
sense. What natural landmark would you like to see someday?
You know what's funny is I've never seen the Grand Canyon in person, and I'm pretty close to it. I'm only 7 hours away from it. Isn't
Ah,
that interesting? Yeah, I would like to see it. I would like to see. I've seen a lot of landmarks in North America, and I think I'd like to see how it is in person.
yeah, absolutely. What website or app do you visit most often?
Hmm. I'd have to say probably Facebook. It's like a tie between Facebook and Instagram because I'm always interacting with either a fan or a friend or family member, and it's we do so much marketing on those two sites that I feel that's where my attention goes.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can turn any activity into an Olympic sport, what would you have a good chance at winning a medal for?
I think if like dog running was a sport. So I have this little Jack Russell Chihuahua that's can run for miles, and I think we'd have a pretty good chance because I'm pretty fast myself. I think if I was able to race other people with dogs, I think that I do pretty well.
Oh, that'll be pretty interesting.
Wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What is your favorite quote?
Favorite quotes. Success is the best form of revenge.
Yes, absolutely. If you could create your own job title, what would it be?
Job title. Um, I'd say performer extraordinaire.
Fabulous. What what recent news story have you found most interesting?
Well, I'll have to say what's going on with the in Israel is really disturbing on a lot of levels, and I know we're all very interested in seeing how we can help, and I think that to me has really grabbed my attention.
Yeah, it's so sad what's going on.
It's just I really hope that we can all come together and find a really good solution and stop all the unnecessary violence. And I just, it sounds cliche to say world peace, but have, being able to travel and experience other cultures and other people safely and have knowing that they're safe as well, I think would be a really amazing thing to achieve eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you ever try space tourism?
Oh yeah, I've always been. Science fiction. I I'm a huge fan of science fiction, and I think that that
Yeah,
would be a good premise for a film first, and second, I think it would be like a pretty incredible experience. I think it'd be quite expensive to achieve, but I think if we could achieve it, that would be pretty awesome.
yeah, absolutely. How would you live your life in a zombie apocalyptic setting?
I think I would be really strategic. I think is with a writer's brain, we're like kind of natural researchers. So I'd research about the zombies' behavior, so I could able to find out how I can survive and find where their weaknesses are, and then exploit them so that me and my friends and family could like make it through.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. If you were given 500 acres of land, what would you use that land for?
I build my own film studio.
Yes, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be amazing. I can make do whatever I could make whatever I wanted to. I could have stage plays there. I could have films being shot there. I could have people like touring around. I think it would be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
What item has drastically improved your life?
Improved my life. I'll have to say GPS because I inherited my father's poor sense of direction. And without GPS, I mean, I would be in a world of hurt, I think.
Hmm, interesting. Did you meet anyone famous?
Have I met, like in my life?
Yeah, in your lifetime, have you
Oh,
met
oh
like
yeah,
any
I
famous
met a
figures?
lot of celebrities. Well, maybe like 30, 30 different ones.
Hmm,
Two of them
interesting.
I would call good friends. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being in LA, you have, I think, more opportunities than most. Because when sometimes on a job you'll end up meeting them, and or you'll get introduced through another friend, and you find out, wow, I didn't expect this person to be this way or whatever, and like, oh, it's interesting to me. Or they had a lot of them. I've had some really good conversations with, and we didn't talk about um, the acting, just like being. I mean, because at the end of the day, right, they're just regular people, professional athletes, the same, we're all just kind of living life.
Yeah, just living life. If the internet suddenly stopped existing, what would you do with the time you usually spend on the internet?
Well, I think that I think I'd probably spend more time at the beach for sure, and plenty more trips, I guess, because we don't realize, especially as filmmakers and such, you spend a lot of time promoting. But if there was really no way to do that anymore, you'd go, oh, what can I see? Where can I go?
Hmm, yeah. If someone wrote a book about you, what do you think its title would be?
Hmm. Misunderstood Matt.
Oh yeah, that'd be
I think
pretty.
that a lot of people they how I maybe initially come across and how I am as a person could be they realize that I'm super approachable and I'm really, really funny. And a lot of people, they didn't realize that in the beginning of first meeting me.
Of course. Would you rather sleep on the wall or sleep on the ceiling?
I think on the ceiling, if it was possible.
Yeah, I'd say the same. If
I
all
think
of the
the
floor,
would be a lot more comfortable. I think you can figure out a way to get a lot more comfortable there.
yeah, especially with tons of floor space too.
Yeah,
Yeah. What's the best way to start the morning?
I'd say I love walking the dog first thing. I get up and I go, and then it's like I'm already kind of my body's already moving. When I'm in Los Angeles, it's oftentimes sunny, so the kind of sun kind of warms me up, and I feel kind of ready to go. I feel if I didn't have a dog to walk in the morning, it would be kind of like, oh, another day, all sluggish, like trying to get going. Here, I'm just like, boom, let's go, attack the day.
Yeah, of course. What's the first thing you would do if you won the lottery?
If I won the lottery, I'd finance all of the projects I've written and do them exactly how I want to do them.
Hmm, interesting.
I could hire whoever I wanted to. Let's just say in this situation is like unlimited amount of money. I could do exactly how I envisioned it without anyone saying otherwise.
Yes, you have the control.
Yes.
Nice. How did you spend your last birthday?
I spent my last birthday with my grandmother, and we went to a Mexican restaurant and we drank margaritas.
All right then.
Yeah.
What's your strangest hidden talent?
Strangest hidden talents. I have to think about that one. I think this may sound very obscure. I don't know, maybe it doesn't qualify as a talent, but I'm able to be in any social situation and be able to join any conversation and be able to talk about anything. Like you throw anything at me and I would find a way to make it interesting or add something to the conversation. A lot of people like clam up when they're like, "Oh, I don't know about physics." You know, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm just kind of able to go in there. Oh, well, I read this and then this happened. And they're like, "How do you know that?" I was like, "Ah, because I like to read." you know,
Yeah. What is the one thing you can't live without?
water. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's an
would have
obvious
to
one.
say like, yeah, when I've been in, when I came back from Australia, there was about there was this long layover because of the pandemic, and I remember like not they all the water fountains were closed off, and I remember thinking to myself, just looking at the clock, it's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to drink any water for like 5 hours. This is torture. I
Ah, yes.
can't
Absolutely.
imagine going days without it. It's just like it's
Yeah.
crazy for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather go few months without food rather than few months without water, because I would be dead by now.
you know.
Yeah, it's very important. And our body's made of it too, so it makes sense to consume what we're made of,
Mm-hmm.
theoretically.
Exactly right.
Oh, yes. Have you heard of a drink called banana friche?
Banana friche?
Yeah,
I have not.
that's all right. I get that. I hear that from a lot of people.
Where
But,
is it? Where is it made?
well, its origin is unknown, but it's a like banana flavored milkshake slash smoothie. It's all the tingly sensations in the world, and yeah, it's something.
Hmm. I've heard of a alcoholic banana type of liqueur. I wonder if it's similar.
Okay, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had your own late night talk show, who would you invite as your first guest?
I would say George Lucas,
Nice.
because I would want to hear all about how he created all these characters and how he was able to bring Star Wars into existence, and how it all happened, how his perspective, because it really changed how movies are made, especially with action sci-fi. It was before he came into the game. It was completely different. So I think it'd be
Yeah.
fascinating to hear his take on it.
Yes. It sure will. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or have the agility of a cat?
Or what was the second part?
Have the agility of a cat.
Breathe underwater.
Oh
I think I'd
yes.
rather breathe underwater, because then I could all the tropical wildlife, all the animals under the sea. I'd be able to be able to see. You know what I mean? That's a lot of times, like when you can't breathe underwater, you go snorkeling. You only have a small amount of time. I could be like Aquaman and going to swim around and see everything.
Yeah. And also you get to explore more land that you couldn't reach because most people can't breathe underwater for long periods of time.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, really.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all we have for this episode. It's great having you on, Matthew, talking about your works as an actor and author, screenwriter, and loads of other things. It's been fabulous.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me on. Just want to make a note. My socials are Maddie Campbell official. Love to have some of your viewers and yourself follow, and you can kind of watch as this book tour and film and everything that we're doing with everything takes shape.
Ah, that would be great.
All right.
And until next time, stay tuned for more.